side, where comics and heroes come alive. Marvel, DC, Starfleet in the mix. Lightsabers flash, we're nerding out quick. Rican's the name of the show. Dive into the worlds you already know. From the big screens to the comic store, super stories and so much more.
Alright, so we have officially broken the Prime Directive. I have stolen a child.
Yeah.
And we're back for a new episode of Ricans.
All I needed was 3 years. I wasn't a fan of the fourth day. Like
Oh my goodness, why y'all doing here? Are you man's
I don't know. I think he's looking like
on a Thursday.
Communicator?
I know because it's getting bigger, they want to add more, but...
No here. I don't know Mo. I don't know Mo. Sorry. I don't know Mo. I don't know.
He's on the ship. How's he going to get
No, it's
back
too
out?
fast.
Thursday.
I'm not looking like my problem. I don't know. You talk to her. I don't talk to nobody. Anyway, you got looking lady
would not be in existence.
No.
Every
and I'm looking over there because I didn't throw
there
it some
is
time.
fate and whatever the
But
universe
look at she. Oh my God.
And Sundays, nobody wants to take nothing back. So everything goes 50%.
The literary
Mandarin Mandalorian.
Yes.
they give them away.
I don't know. I
said Mandalorian.
Money goes to the charity. And so I said, okay, cool. I'll keep what I want to keep. But the rest
Anyway, what are we talking? What are we talking today?
Well, we discovered a new verse called the Boricua verse. So we've been
You discover now you Christopher now. Okay. This is how we do. Oh, I don't know. Anyway, I like it because I come from Puerto Rico.
Proceeds. I can't remember the
Yeah, it's the Orlando. We're taking that car.
Call me later. I know. Because, hey, I'm sick.
We drinking a soda.
He is a genius.
That's how we do.
Oh, I just realized you did the beard thing.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
Well, I go through my
snap.
comics and for try.
5 minutes. Don't worry. We get the night time, but it's only take 5 minutes.
You took a year off.
Where'd they come from?
well, it's their own universe.
Anyway,
Apparently. It's called the Boricua verse, right? And we've been interviewing them slowly, scientifically.
Oh, yeah, I know.
From them.
Yeah, but it won't be on for another 10 minutes.
We still have more to learn, I think.
It won't be on until 10 minutes from now. It's good.
Sitting here.
Come back from breaking.
He used to be
Science officer.
the Mo guy.
Go ahead.
Yeah, no,
I don't know.
I don't remember his name.
I don't worry. He said hello because why? We both old. You know me? No, yeah, I don't know him.
You're Vulcaneers.
He's like, oh yeah, I'm doing it with Mila.
I don't know. I don't care. I just want to know what's going on. I see a Spider-Man right there.
Sam, I believe you.
Yo, we go to get a makeup right
How many times they go? They got the dinosaur there. They got the samurai. They go all the time.
Yeah, it's my dad or whatever. She's
Every day we go.
Every day. I don't know.
got everything up.
Let's talk a little bit before he find out. I think it's stuff.
Because he's dead.
That's true, yes. So right now we're going to go and find out some more
I
information.
Really?
ran in and within 5 minutes of the
Where did you do it? I'm curious. I want to see pictures.
But nobody, I don't know. They don't have it. They just look at me and they keep
Oh,
going.
snaps.
I don't have the Spider-Man like that.
I'm ready. I practice my
No, I don't have the
cat.
Spider sense.
Charles, you're missing this stuff. Come on, get with it. We have a question for the reader, for the
I don't can do that either.
question of the day.
Dragons or demons?
And Mo, you're bringing up the question.
No. I had bad dream with no good.
Rich, I know.
But
Rich is heroes.
what you like you dressing like that? Why you like it? Why you dressing like that? You like it?
I like Star Wars. I love my culture.
Don't say Star Wars.
Richest.
This guy's tough.
As
You
villains?
don't like this guy? The Star Trek guy?
Yeah,
You
I
don't
would
like
say
the Star Wars
Batman.
guy?
I agree with
That's on the DC
stuff.
side.
That's why he's a science officer, not the captain like me.
Yes.
He would
that's
be a
right.
crazy
You
villain.
guys,
But he's still not.
you go
No,
around
you know,
Vicious.
but due to the fact that he has a contingency plan for every hero,
Oh, no,
then he would be.
talking all the time to them and holding this
I unfortunately exist.
why he look like he's gonna
It's a child. I don't know what this child is. Can you tell me about this child?
He takes care
I
of
was actually
himself. He
50
sells
years
up
old.
Yeah. Imagine if he had. Yeah.
With the wealth, with industries, which
He has this. My deal. I remember my deal had this right here in the farm. There's a Hibaro.
Hell,
You know the
Watchtower
Hibaro
was developed by Wayne Industries.
Yes.
That's like,
So I like that.
turn the
Why you
good
have to
of
go over
what's
there? She
used to
quiet.
that to the
quiet.
opposite.
I think she's scared.
She don't talking. I don't
I would
know.
say the most dangerous.
Why you wearing?
Yeah.
Oh, because I
None
like
of
my
his rogues would
culture.
fucking stand
Ah.
a
The
chance.
Joker.
You ain't
The
villain.
culture?
Think
What's
of
the
this
culture?
penguin who's
Puerto
only
Rican.
just
I like
like
being Puerto
a
Rican.
mob
Oh,
boss.
she said the culture is Puerto Rican, not
Now,
Latino,
what would
but
happen
Puerto
if-
Rican. I like that.
Wayne became the bad guy, huh? And the Joker just becomes the good guy.
This is
I
so
was
good.
just thinking the same thing, but that also depends on how.
Now I see. No
your
helmet.
reaction plays out.
Oh my goodness! Sometimes when they take
The
the helmet
bad
off, you say,
ones
"Take
were-
it, put it back on."
Sometimes
But no, huh? Oh my God! You say no, leave it.
Depending
Joker's
on
all
the
in the back
generation.
end.
Okay.
I'm saying it
So
to this day.
the chipping that guy. Why he do it?
Yeah.
As a
What he do?
storyline that you wanted to create,
What's your character?
you said
Yeah.
that all the roles already
He knows scared. See, sometimes Japanese come out. Sometimes.
Schizo.
And then they put him in Arkham Asylum. So he's in a rubber room in
Eso sí que es guapo. Ese guapo
Clayface,
también.
Mad Hatter.
That's all in his mind.
All happening up here.
Oh, I like it that one. I like that.
Famous
Why the
Rugrat
people?
theory
I
that
think he-
Angelica.
I think he trying to find
That's probably him trying to get back
Yeah, I
here.
think I'm trying to find come back here. I don't let him come on. He wait for commercial. I don't know or something. I running. I can't run too much, but I do what I can do. But how long you do
Family
this?
members who had died when they were young.
No.
Few
years.
Few years?
Yeah.
Oh my
Maybe 10 years.
Yeah, it's weird.
Oh my
But
God,
there's a
10
lot of
years
it
old.
that actually kind of.
10 year old when you go. 10 year ago. 10 years ago. Sometimes my English is no good, I try. I understand.
I don't think
that
there's
one.
much.
Because I say, wow, 10 years. She like, huh? She looking what, 14, 15 right now. Holding a baby. Oh my God, this Puerto Rican, they get baby over. So, how you communicate together? Like, if I want to find you, how
right? Like
do you do the
and the savage.
Oh, the tiki-taki.
They're immortal.
Right.
But we have to say he's gonna figure out a way.
tiki-taki one time.
Not just so much physical danger that he can't get to it to regenerate.
Well, I
always find a way,
language,
but
you know?
remember, this is
We
Batman
talk
we're talking about, who's 10 steps ahead of you. If he's 10 steps ahead of you,
People still
done.
come.
thing I see.
You got to jump on him as a hero,
But
as
I-
a villain.
but I can see-
Villain.
What do you
As the opposite.
tell them?
But
if
you're
they want
using-
to do
okay.
The thing you do. What you tell them?
As Batman as a bad guy, with all this ingenious things and he has and everything,
Subtitles.
We can put something.
the Joker as a good guy would throw him off his game.
We'll figure it out.
What are you trying to say? My
can see
English-
that.
Would throw him off his game. I mean,
But
the Joker.
why you tell the kids if they want to do what you
Joker
do?
was sane.
Oh, it's like
and
keep
he was
loving what
speaking
you
out
love.
against Batman.
And you find a character that you relate to a lot.
Really?
Someone reminded me of that issue and was telling
Use your
me
imagination.
Joker-
How to
Joker went sane.
qualify it.
Is it-
I think I'm going to combine the
and he
two
was
things you love
speaking
the
out
most.
against
The key thing is to be yourself.
It was big time trouble.
Now,
Big time
I like that.
Bruce Wayne became
And
a villain
just
and
have
like,
fun.
he who
You know,
laughs.
there's a lot of people
Yeah.
like
Joker
us.
took over
who are
as
like,
Batman, and he was trying to do
you're all
his
sane,
version of it,
and
but he
yeah.
was like OD about it.
yeah.
'cause The
What
thing
you
is,
say?
Batman.
I agree
Bruce
with
Wayne
what they're
is
saying,
becoming
and
the
usually I
villain.
just say like,
Bruce Wayne
just go
became
for it,
Batman in a big
and just do it. Like,
from what he went
who's
through
gonna stop
in his
you?
childhood.
Just do it. CTC
Whatever that
Nike.
means.
But he's a vigilante.
Yeah,
That's
but he
it.
didn't have a lot of
Close.
like
Let me see.
parental figures around him. He kind
Here's
of
him
like
screaming
him
for
in
that.
a different direction. Because as much as I love
Anyway, I got
Alfred,
one
like,
question.
but Alfred was not trying to stop him.
People, I couldn't be him.
But as a villain, like what would be
Not that the whole guy.
his modus operandi? If his parents don't die or like
Maybe he said find somebody that fits
then
you,
what-
and then you look at me like,
what type
But
of
that was in the
villain-
Flashpoint.
I only had
Same
one
circumstance.
character.
Flashpoint,
Like,
he dies and his
Maybe I
parents
modify
take
him
over
Spanish
and
guy.
Yeah.
that.
Right, but
And then he
that's the way.
throw guineos or something. I don't know. I
We need a black
Oh,
one.
Sometimes I gotta go. I never hear, okay? I never hear. He come back, I never hear.
Yeah, fine. He
take
finds
it.
the thing that
I was bringing that back to you. That's what we go. Anyway, y'all people, y'all
and
take
gives
care,
them the type
okay?
of
I gotta
justice
go.
they
Security,
deserve.
everything.
It's a
Bye.
darkness. And that trail
They got domino game
allows
too.
him to then
Oh, he's
do
got
what Superman
several
did.
domino
Justice
games that he's
to
running
go
right now.
after everyone
Well,
in
let's
that
see.
way.
I'm gonna contact the
Not.
ship and see if I
Well,
can
Batman is still considered kind of a villain.
Why? Because if he's a vigilante.
Yeah.
He's breaking the rules out there, doing his form of justice.
It's not my problem. Who told you to leave?
From Justice League.
I can't even get back down here without a communicator.
They're like, yeah, we're all gonna turn ourselves into
The backup, the 23rd century backup. What do you think?
And Flash was like, yeah, okay, whatever. And Batman's on the phone.
No, I kept it
He's like, first of all, I'm a part-timer.
But I seem to function just
I am not doing any
terribly.
of that.
So I think I
Oh
will put
my
in the
God,
scenario
yeah.
after this.
Batman,
And I will
So we know
shit
as
on
far as
stun,
Batman
heavy
is
stun the
concerned,
next time that
definite-
steals my stuff again.
Definite.
Only a heavy stun?
No.
Only a heavy
Now,
stun.
flip onto the Marvel side.
Kill him.
The villain heroes that there are,
So,
who
back.
would be the most
Missed a
dangerous
lot.
if they
What did I
determine
miss? What did I miss? What did I miss? What did I miss?
I don't know.
Good
Good answer.
Good answers?
I don't
Was he
know.
hitting on any of those?
I'm like halfway with that.
I don't know what you're talking
Because,
about.
okay, the technology that T'Challa has in Wakanda, yes,
Okay.
is
So,
far superior.
getting on to now
And
part
Rivals
two
taking on the
of our interview
Shi'ar,
with the
taking on the
Blade
Scrolls.
Now we're gonna
So
get
you
into
can
part that I
match
think
that
is
kind of
very
level threat.
entertaining to find out.
But Tony,
Best and worst cosplays
he's taking
you
on
have
Corvette.
ever had. Let's
That's
start
that's
with
a
the
galactic,
worst. I'm talking
galactic
about
threat in
the
armor.
worst.
But-
where you probably had a
but-
kid together with you just so if you breathe wrong and fall apart, you can put
Right.
it
Now
together.
that we're
So,
gonna start
noticing about it. Worst ones that
they've
you've
been
had.
more advanced than we have ever been. Also, remember, they
I was sure,
have.
this is like one of those. I was, and I was standing there, birthday suit, and I'm like,
And
No.
so,
I was
in
sorry.
bigger
For
sources
me,
than other people do is where they're from.
After
So
I
that's why their
debuted my
technology,
Scorpion,
despite the fact that
first
someone
time,
could catch up to them, it
the
was
year after
always
that,
way more
at
superior
Comic
than
Con,
anybody else
I
could
decided to do one of my first
Adamantium is
Power
like
Rangers.
radiant, like,
Well,
Well,
Adamantium-
Japanese version, and because this character never released in America before. His character's name is Akare. He's like the first Red Ranger. He's like a god type of thing. So I want to do him. I bought the helmet from a website that no longer exists anymore. The helmet,
Yeah. And you know who's
the
gonna
helmet
punish
looks so
that?
horrible.
Spider-Man. The
And
same
then
way
the
he broke his
suit,
unbreakable
my
windows
boyfriend
from Wolverine.
helped me out putting it together. It was like one of those
See,
ribbons.
the
Like,
generational beef
put
that
the
Spider-Man
ribbons
has.
on. I have a metal
He
thing on the
kicked him out of a
side.
window
So
that was fucking
and then also I
unbreakable.
bought the proof of like Halloween
Get your money
Winters
back.
when they
That
have
panel is so funny because like
I
you can
painted
see
them
he
pink
kicks
and
him
red.
and the next thing there's like a giant hole and they're looking through it.
Everything was so uncomfortable. The booth was hurting my feet.
Glass.
It was poking me. The metal part was poking me, and the helmet was like
See,
wobbly. I
Spider-Man
was
as a
like,
villain
I'm over
would
it.
go so hard if he was rich.
More
and
torture than it was combat.
But I did redid the
If he
costume
had
again,
access
and
to
it's much more
crazy
better
amount
than
of
how it
money,
was like.
unstoppable. But then also his
Yes.
ability
Always has a cosplay.
There was
Spider-Man.
Tony Stark.
You already had that face. I can't wait to hear what happened.
So it was actually my first ever cosplay,
crap. He's not a strong Spider-Man.
and it
Not
was
as
way
strong. You
before
don't have to be
I
as strong.
actually
You
got
gotta locate him and trap him and be done. Yeah. As a matter of fact, one of his armors was able
I had a Miles
to
Morales
trigger his
costume
Spidey
hoodie, a
sense.
zip-up hoodie, and
If I'm not
I
mistaken,
had
the
the face
initiative,
mask with the
which
web
was
design.
from
Had a Captain American one like
And I
that.
had like this like kind of like LED light
From
up
the comics.
goggles,
from the comics, but
and
the
I had to like zip up the hoodie fully to like fully cover my face, and I had to put the goggles over it, and I had like just like red and black
You had the
joggers
Cap,
and
and
my
you had
high top
Tony,
Adidas,
right?
and I'm just standing in the mirror, and I'm just like,
Spider-Man. So at
God,
one
I
point
look so
he did.
stupid.
Oh, when you revealed to
This is
somebody
never
the
gonna
J. Jonah
work.
panel, he's
Like,
like,
No, he was like
He
this.
just
but at the same
And then you
time,
just
like
saw
it
his
was so
feet,
hard for
and
me
he
to like
fell
do
back on his
videos,
chin.
and I'm just
What?
like, yeah.
I paid this kid for the.
You like
that
taking
reveal is
pictures,
so
especially
good.
when
There
like
was a
they
scene
look
where
horrible. Like I look
Cap
myself in
got
the
through
photo, I'm
Spidey.
like, oh my
And
god,
so they were gonna meet.
why I look like
Tony.
that? I even took a picture with JDF with that
And so,
outfit
but then
too,
all
and I
these guys
feel
showed up.
ashamed.
Okay, the streaming armor came
I
out.
feel
Tony
ashamed. I'm
was
like,
taking him out.
God bless
And
his
when it came to
I'm sure he
Spider-Man,
loved it.
all
Like,
he did was just stand there, and
doesn't
all you
care,
see was
but
the spider sense
still.
triggering.
I didn't have my
You know,
helmet
the
with me
spider
too. I
armor
had the unhood
that Tony created
on,
for
and my
him.
boyfriend had the
That
helmet. We did the
recorded
photo up, and I was like, oh my
everything
god,
of
I
his
was like,
physiology
so I
as
was
it
like,
was happening.
let me take a
including
picture. I like
the signal to his
my
spider sense.
face again.
It was
I hate
triggering
to
it,
say
triggering it,
it.
and before
Yes,
you know it,
I was pissed.
you were out.
But once I
Before we
actually
go
got
into commercial, I want to say that T'Challa would be the most dangerous. He owns a whole country.
You know,
Like,
the country, yes, he does.
never again.
A whole country.
I think it's like a super villain origin.
Rican. Yes.
That varies.
As a global as a global
For me, back in
so everything he does,
2023,
everything he has, crops.
But then again, Doom owns his own country too.
Adam
He's
from
a
Stupid
Tony
Baby.
Stark.
Oh my god.
I was trying to do his like just
Can't wait till the
his
X-Men get
regular like normal outfit.
When he comes back as Doom,
I
he's
can't
like,
wait till they kill Tony Stark again.
I commissioned a wig to get
We'll
done,
see.
and it came in.
When the X-Men come on, because they already introduced the
So I
adamantium.
had to like have my friends
with
tell
the-
me to try and like
say
make
heat.
a wig
And
overnight.
of course, like I said,
So
you
it
have to balance the
obviously
thing, too.
also just
One
turned
home
out
has a
really
country
poor.
and has
So I go to the like I was like whatever. I went to the con with it,
And he has also
because of how
he's a
like
global conglomerate,
casual
but he's a
it is,
genius on
other
this.
than like the
He
hair,
can
people
find a way
confuse me for like
to
3
overcome
different
that.
characters.
Because
I got Jonathan Joestar, Adventure, Adam, and
he must have figured it out
what's his
somehow
name from Fire Emblem?
T'Challa, who's
Not Fire Emblem, Ace Attorney. People get confused with the guy from Ace Attorney.
Phoenix
Wright? Phoenix Wright.
He's wearing it, and every armor after that.
Whatever someone said it was, I was like, yeah,
So,
that's
he's not
sure.
funny.
Well, what we're saying is that we're going to go into a commercial break, and we'll be right back with more nanotechnology.
She's like, I don't know.
Let's play. Okay, so this is what I'm doing.
Flashback.
PTSD all over.
You're listening to New York City's LDM Radio. Another long stretch of continuous music. Back into time. Flashback. New York City's LDM Radio.
Okay, so this is the lore, and I'm not ever gonna think I can do so bad.
The best radio station in the world is right here, right now.
Welcome back to Another Ricans.
So this was a Lurican, this is like
And,
coming up because I'm like,
as
okay, I
we
don't
were
know what I'm
talking,
doing, so I'm
yes.
asking my vegan, so I got the fabric. I gave it to someone, I'm like, okay, this is what the costume looks like. Here's the colors. Do it.
No, so you said that
I got it back.
be
And I said,
Hands down.
and in my head, I'm trying to convince myself. In the worst way, convince yourself that it looks good.
money,
I convinced myself. I'm like, you know what?
technology, smart.
I'm gonna do it anyway. Let's see how just to get the feel of it. And we're like, okay, this is what I don't want to vision.
You could tell she was. She got
It was
ghetto.
bad. I didn't like it.
There's no way Tony
And
Stark
I was like,
now
there was no
if
love
it was Robert
behind
Downey
it.
Jr.
You know what I mean? Like you could tell something made with love. That wasn't made with love. And I'm like, I'm not feeling it.
This is an angry costume.
It was an angry costume. It was
No.
made for a paycheck.
Yes, Chadwick would have ate him. Chadwick would have ate him
When I
alive.
did the shoot in it, I was like, okay, I got it. I'm like, I don't like it.
I would have said yes.
It just know it's never gonna be seen.
Chadwick
He was beefy. Don't
would
get
beat
it.
Robert Downey Jr.
Hands down, just hands down.
Hands down.
It was bad. It was bad.
Yeah.
But I show it
Robert
from
be
my
like,
phone, but
what?
you're not gonna see it
Yeah,
on
Robert
Instagram.
Downey Jr. He ain't no.
I took it out immediately. I took it out immediately. I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
Wing
that's
Chun,
okay.
you know,
He's
Wing
a
Chun.
drunken master.
You have to-
Yeah,
Yep,
drunk
yep,
him
yep.
out.
So you want that.
So again,
That's the word.
throwing the cocktail.
If I go out and
That's it.
someone's
This
drunk and then you see them like,
Yeah, you wear cosplay with confidence.
I'm not even
Even like,
taking that phase.
especially when I started.
So who we deciding
didn't
on?
have all the materials.
T'Challa.
Or know how to do a lot of these things because when my first technical costume I ever made was Yorichi from Bleach, and I remember getting I went to a thrift store and I got a whole bunch of different
Of all the
pieces
Asgardian
and
work.
cut it
But they don't care about money.
But Thor
like
would
Frankenstein,
fall
a costume, and then the one after that.
Yes,
It wasn't
but
as
not
technically hard,
financially
but
rich like how
dumbly
our
took me a
first-
lot longer to make than
Asgardian money doesn't really
Vampire Night. I did the school uniform.
Well, I mean,
Yuki
gold is
Cross.
gold is gold.
You know,
Gold
you
is gold.
go from that.
He
But
has
yeah,
a lot
a
of it.
lot of those costumes that I put on, I'm like banished to the shadow realm. Nobody can know
This is really what it is. I'm like, nobody's ever gonna see this.
I don't have photos of it, but I remember you from Elfin Lead, and like, I thought I looked amazing. I look back at it now, I'm like, yo, that was so bad. And I was so excited to wear it.
And it
Mental
was worse
health?
because it was like, it's like I met it the designer, but I'm also mad at myself. I don't know how to explain it, but it's like you had more expectations and you knew better. Yeah, And then what made it, and what I should have taken as a sign is that my mom saw it and was like, Nina, wait, hold on. He was going on the shirt and he
Is that a book? Why?
yeah, like I already knew I messed up because I was like, first of all, my mom's approval is everything to me. So the minute I saw that, I was like,
I hate
oh,
to say, I'm gonna.
To this day,
switch
nobody
it
from
over here,
BV knows what it looks like.
But
That's how you know
Marvel
it's
will
deep in
never
the
be
shadows.
able to
It's lost on your phone somewhere.
It's somewhere in my phone.
these characters
never
with the
gonna see it
actors.
because
I mean, they
nobody
did
from BV seen
when
it.
Thor first came on, I was like, this is Thor.
You at the moment.
This is what Thor should look like.
Okay, so
It was a thing. It was like a moment, and like I wore it once. That's how bad it was. Like once.
you're like that movie Johnny Dangerous. My mother kicked me ass once.
Wow, pop in the face.
That's like nobody
Do
from
you look
BV
so
knows what
white,
it looks
or
like.
is it
Very,
me?
it's very
And what was
only
it,
like
the beard?
one
It's like,
other person
didn't
knows
just
what it
put
looks like
on
besides my
hair
mom.
just 'cause he
And that was the person that
couldn't
made this
I
costume.
mean, by the time
It was like
But he did it out of anger. He fueled his rage. And
now he's
and
starting
there
to
was
look
no,
like
yeah,
Thor.
and there was no
I'm
look
like,
behind
damn.
it. Like there was no consideration. Like you have to make a
Hands down, he
person.
still got the biggest arms.
But what I mean,
I feel like I
he wore the outfit well, and then
Like
Especially like the Apollo.
you look pretty in the first one, bro. You look like someone who beat him with a powder bag.
also,
Also,
I mean, nobody else could play Tony Stark.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, like you have a confidence.
He
It's
out
like a
there.
secret
What I heard was
moment. Like, oh, this is my moment. I'm gonna go with a bang with this.
That would've been
And then
interesting.
that go
No,
with
I
the
can
big
see superior Iron Man, but not
It was so good.
not
It was
Iron Man,
bad.
not
I hope I did it
RJ
like I
Iron Man.
hope.
That is Iron Man. Period.
I want to see it, but I want to see it.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, Tom Cruise?
Can I ask me to see?
Tom Cruise.
It looks like
Word?
It was like the Tom photo.
Yes, it's the before after. It's the before after.
Could you shut her mic off? Shut her mic off.
It's true. I can't see Tom Cruise.
What was your what stories you have?
I just can't. And then if you look
It's
at
really hard,
and
but
I
I
don't
guess
wanna put a
it's
dark
trying
light
to
onto it,
make
but
a
if you look at
cosplay
the
look like one thing and it looks
character
totally
Tony
different.
Stark,
I got
his
invited
life,
to
they
be
both
part of a group of
went
like
through a lot. Like there was a whole
Mario
year
sports,
where he was in the
but also
box.
like
I mean, a whole
zombie
year where you see him in
or
the
like
gutter.
horror. I was like,
Wino.
okay,
And then
so
Mario zombie sports?
Yeah.
Also,
So I was
like,
went through his troubles,
so I'm
but
like,
then
okay,
at
my
the
favorite
very
character is
end, when
Yoshi,
they
so I
came
want to
them,
be Yoshi.
Boom.
Right?
They
I want to
came
be.
out
So what can
and
I
they rose
do
up again.
that's
So did he.
like
So did
that can
he. I mean,
incorporate
yes,
things that I
it
like?
was,
Okay, I like Yoshi. I also play volleyball, so I want to have a volleyball with me, right? And I kind of like try and turned it into like a Yoshi egg, or tried to do like that, whatever.
Tops
But
all the way.
I wanted to do like a
everything,
human
all the
Yoshi.
respect in the
So
world.
like
What
I
you've
wanted
done.
to be
You're
army.
right.
Yeah.
You're right.
I can't
That's
see
my
him.
question.
That's his baby.
I
Yeah.
did
I
that. I
can't
was
see
fully
anybody else
green.
playing the part.
And when
That's
I
gonna
got
be a
into
tough
my
sale.
first Comic-Con,
Yeah, young, right
they
now,
were like,
that could play
"Hey,
the part.
She-Hulk," and I was like, "You killed someone on the volleyball."
Ethan Peck.
And I was
Ethan
like,
Peck.
okay, that definitely
No,
did
I'm
not
just kidding.
go
I just wanted to see what you were saying.
I'm surprised.
No,
I'm
so,
gonna
okay,
say
so I
this.
was
I'm
a
gonna
fan
see if you've heard it. Like,
me
did anyone ever confuse you for Orion
There's
Six
not that
Slave?
many young
It's Star Trek. That's like the first thing I'm like, someone needs to thought Star Trek. I didn't think Hulk. I was like, I was the golly green giant. Like, what are you? And it's funny because like I had like lime green hair. Like I was very lime
can see.
green. So I was like, she
Batman,
looks
like,
like
they were
a
gonna do
dark
Dark Knight Batman.
Honestly, I think he could play
whatever. At least I'm
Iron
something.
Man.
Good, whatever.
But then
Dark Knight,
when I
they
started
did that,
being
like,
Squirtle,
old
so I was like, all right, my second attempt of being like a human version of a character. Although
I
like
could see-
had
I could
fun,
see,
I did not really
I could see
understand face paint at the
I could see
time.
Morgan
So
being
like I just did not do the steps right, and
Yeah, I could
everything
see
was just
him as
dripping, and I was
Iron
like,
Man.
I want to go home.
I can see him knocking.
And then it stays
Open up, little pigs. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I can see that.
That's probably it.
Definitely being more young.
You had to put that in my head, didn't
And
you?
then full body paint, it's like the worst, the absolute worst.
Oh, Lucille.
Make up with context. That's even worse.
I can see that.
Yeah. I did it with
I
my
can see
Itachi
that.
cosplay.
I
And I
can
broke up with the
see.
short.
Yeah.
Felt crazy. Scared. I forgot I had them on.
By the way, just we're all gonna be called Negan.
I think another worst one for me. I mean, you know, I love
Marvel?
this character. I think Nightcrawler.
My name is
for
Thor.
X-Men
No,
with
it's Negan.
full
now.
makeup.
Spartacus, it's vegan.
I
You
brought
can beat
the
Thor with
Scarlet
the
Lens
hammer.
for the first time trying
One
to-
little piggy, two little
Yeah.
piggy. Come on out.
I did put
Yeah.
eye drop
There
throughout
you
the
go,
whole
that's
thing. And it was,
Negan right
it
there.
did full shoot.
I'm gonna go home and watch Walking Dead again.
I know, just for him, right?
I had everything on tour, I had everything on.
When I first got introduced
The
to that
time I took them off, I was
Now, back to Walking Dead, and I'm trying to say,
because
who
I
would
could
win,
open
him
my eyes.
or the
I
governor?
could open up in like an hour.
Yeah, people don't realize the sacrifices we have to make sometimes for
TV show.
cosplay. Like the things you have to suffer through, go through, experience just to wear
Negan
those
was the
costumes and stuff like that. And like, you know, those
when it comes
labor
to
pains.
brutality.
Yes.
The first time you wear the costume, I'm like, okay, I'm never wearing these shoes again. Or if I wear these shoes again, I'm gonna add this. And then you develop to a point where it becomes comfortable finally. But usually your first couple of times, like I know for me, when I went like full on, I hated every second of cosplay. But then it was like, I'm in costume, I'm like, okay, I'm having fun. But then I'm like, my feet are hurting, my hair is hurting, this
My
wig is
favorite
heavy,
part
this
in
costume
Walking
itches,
Dead
I have to
is they were
pee and I have to
playing
like
pool
take off
with the
everything.
young
And then you
guy,
have like,
and he
what
gutted
this dude
him.
like,
He tried to take your place.
I guess coming with me into the those type of things that we experience a lot of people don't realize.
But I think what's the most satisfying part is even though you go through all of
Oh,
that
man, I
and you do
cried
your
like a baby.
upgrades and you're like, I'm gonna come back better. And it's like, now I'm finally in my final form.
No, it is. It's like the best.
I need to do that.
You all like Pokemon. It's kind of like
But I follow.
It's almost like a Pokemon evolution. You start out in your
I
first
followed
one,
Jeffrey D.
you're
Morgan
like,
since he was in Grey's
You're
Anatomy.
second form, you're like, I'm a little bit more
Yeah,
confident. And
I
your third one, you're
thought
like,
Supernatural was my
what's
first
up?
Grey's Anatomy. He had a very touching
Charizard.
moment.
Like for me,
Yeah,
it was this one that I wore. The very first time I
he's had a
really
lot of
found out I was overweight.
So who, like, what character would you give him in a Marvel
So
or
I
DC
had like a
universe?
faja set up.
What
because I was, you know,
Yeah, what-
heavy, so I was like,
Anything he touches.
Right.
It's neoprene. It's got me looking right. I'm like breathing like this.
Welcome to a woman's world.
But
No, but with the hat, when it had the sound.
Oh, you're talking about the comic book.
But this guy would still play Wolverine. He's set to play Wolverine till he's 80.
I know.
Yeah, hands down.
But I'm saying, in the comic book, and turn it into live
That was
action
it.
film.
That's all I could read. Literally, that was. I think
Yeah.
if I went with a full and it just smack somebody or wrap around someone else, like a symbiote, just letting go of me. Yeah, I didn't have to use sound. It was just, blah, that's on someone else.
So I guess also like going on that, you talked about bad cosplays.
What's his name?
What
play
some of your favorite like I guess not necessarily your favorite cosplay, but like a cosplay that you did, you're like, yeah, I did that. Like that came out exactly how I wanted it to, or this one right this one right here.
Yeah.
So you painted.
But I think I would like to see him in a character that goes against Tony Stark.
3D printer.
Because him and Tony Stark, him and Robert Downey Jr. kind of act
He
alike.
had the files and we
In terms
customized
of-
They would
it.
probably have a good pairing.
Yeah.
So like that, this was like made out of pure excitement. Like I was like, oh, what if I made?
Or if he
What if I make him? And they're like, oh my god! And I'm like trying to draw it, and like we're drafting,
Russian
and
version
we're like,
of Iron Man, the Russian version.
Yeah, sorry. Sorry. Whatever. Hope you drown.
Exactly. That's how it felt at the end. Yeah, I was literally telling Laura I found out we were doing this. I'm like, man, if we had more time, I would try to have like made Star Trek uniforms that were inspired by like Puerto Rican flag. I would try to incorporate because we said, I'm like, how do we do this? Like, how do we make that work? So it was like, yeah, like I want to do that, you know. So like,
Because some of the colors you
Sorry.
yeah, the thing with Star Trek 2 is like a lot of the symbols are universally with the Federation, and but then there's people who are not in the Federation who are different. So it's like there's open. Like I really like the idea of doing a Klingon, like a Puerto Rican inspired Klingon. So like now that like me, you guys, we made me kind of think like, oh, I really would love. Like I've done cosplay for
Yeah.
Since 2003, never once did I consider to actually do an inspiration to add that.
So the crazy part is that like representation, like in cosplay, like it always existed. Like you see it in different cultures and everything.
I would give him in the DC
It's not
universe
really as present like for Puerto Rican, so it's really nice to see like people start to get creative
Bruce
and
Wayne.
try to add like that.
She made me up one time for one Halloween.
If they made a live action
I got the witch doctor's hat. I got the wig. I used it for someone else, for something else. So she got me the hat. And I was just like,
But it's just building off of his whole
makeup, so you
Pop
sure?
Winchester.
And then she made
She
me look like, you know, I called myself Papa Shango, bro. I was like, yeah.
The cartoon.
Somebody comes up, man, I was like, voy a consultar el espíritu.
The animation was awesome. The book is still one of my top 5.
For those who haven't already, go get it.
Do that. That's how I represent. No, it was at a party over.
That was kind of like our kind of first foray into like incorporating Hispanic to a culture that wasn't our own, but because he wanted to do like a witch doctor, and I was like, oh, you know, that was like one of my favorite characters.
Same hat, and then they had the dread and the long hair. I still have it. So I'm at work, and then they allowed Halloween. I said, okay, cool.
She would be.
She would be.
Someone said slash.
Anyway,
Yes.
And her training the Furies.
Bless you.
For years, I
And
said that.
they let her loose with
And I think the take I get on it from
That's not those are like I like to consider the fun stories. It's like when you get one that
she was mad at
actually just
the alligator to win.
you stand there.
I was like, I love her.
He's
I love her.
talking like what's his
more.
name?
Oh my
And the only other actor would have
Austin Powers.
You ever seen the roast she did for William Shatner?
I'm trying not to laugh hard.
That is like one of my favorite roles.
And on that roast, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back.
I was like, damn, sexy. Look at my sexy cosplay.
Hi, I'm Charles Laloma, and I am the owner of the LDM Network, and I hope that you're enjoying this episode. But if you want to see past episodes of this show or any other of our shows, go to the LDMnetwork.net. We have large content of different types of shows, and we even have podcasts. So again, check them out at LDMnetwork.net. So without further ado, let's get back to this episode.
I'm like, dude, I like that.
And we're back.
Now I know what the pretty people feel.
What are you looking at?
That sort of thing. But, you know,
Please don't.
look, we said translate to my regular life. There's a handsome man in my house.
New stuff.
So you said you were going to be
So besides this
Because,
costume, I'm also the Dominican Spider-Man because I am both.
Thoughts of
I loved it. It continued from the what if, kind of.
it did.
Yeah. And I was just mad that it
I was
took
telling him
4
about
4 episodes.
Spider-Verse movie, and I just made different Spider-Mans. I was telling him about Miles how he was like half Puerto Rican. He's like, is there
And
Dominican
I'm
Spider-Man?
sorry.
He's like, I
And
was
the way
like,
it
no,
ended.
there's not. He's like,
The way it
why
ended,
not?
well, you know what?
That's what made it not.
Go tell more of that.
But we had
Yeah, clicked in my head.
No, it
I'm
doesn't.
just like,
No, it does not. Because I
Should
literally
be.
had that.
There should be a
discussion. Like, oh yeah,
There should be some Dominican representation.
Somewhere in the Spider-Verse, there has to be a Dominican.
And that's me. And that's me. And so I got into I found this sketch online, and I kind of took it and I
Who was but
changed little bits here and there, and I took it to
Infinity
and
War.
then all of a
to get
sudden,
my suit designs
they
from.
said, don't
And
let
I'm
her
just
touch
like,
him. And then they
please,
came
I
out,
need to
poof,
make
there she
this.
is, she's touching him.
And
what does she do?
then sure thing you know, Dominican Spider-Man was born.
Got in their head.
The thing is that
MC,
with you guys, it became an inspiration. We had talked about a Starfield one, so I'm letting you guys know from
And then you
what's
had
what I intend to try and
Captain
do.
America
I'm trying to do. I know I'm going to do. So I'm actually going to go to the costume shop and get myself some pointy ears, and I'm going to be a Boricua Vulcan. Boricua Vulcan all the way.
So mad at you because he knows how badly I want to cosplay Spock.
Yeah, because
that show would have been interesting if they did it live.
Like his brother Cybok. Cybok was so passionate and human. I said, well then he can be a Boricua, so he will be a Boricua Spock. We'll see him in whatever
she's over here like, let's go. I'm like, better than stuff that you see
sometimes, you know, because his moments where he acts more human than he does Vulcan. With logic, but yep. That's the next one in Inception, thanks to you.
I'll keep on for that. I told you I'm going to do the Punisher. So that's one of my, and it's so funny that I told her, I was like, do you forget in the first movie they were in Puerto Rico with the family? He's Puerto Rican, and I refuse to listen to anybody else to name him.
But that was the What If episode, and that's
But yeah, I definitely want to do that one.
Well, for me,
I wish they would have.
Besides this, I think my one that I really like stand out.
They should have touched on
Power Ranger. I just did.
They should have touched on it because she did come back to Power
Ranger. But also as a queer person, like there's not a lot of queer cosplayers represented. There are. So when I did this costume,
but because of what, like I said, like the implications that
this door is opening, like totally open with the metaverse. I'm going with the Pride cosplayers out there, you know, and we did that by walking in Pride March together. You know, those who are LGBT, those who are allies, we all
I gotta watch
you see the Pride Parade. If you've not lived
Eyes on
until you've seen a Pride Parade,
I didn't watch that. Was it good? No, was it good? I didn't even know it was on.
No, that's not a cosplay. That's real. That's how they represent themselves.
Especially,
it's so good.
Especially
so good. And you actually go, I'm going to use that. It's Comic Con. I want to do that one.
Especially like seeing like, you know, like drag queens also like cosplays as
what happens is I talk
I want to bring that more often in my
they're all like, your dad's so cool.
She comes back, but she doesn't say it like that.
There's a group of people who are over the age of like
everybody, you know,
29 to 40 something.
We need more people, you know, to be safe, you know, because we all be welcome.
But she doesn't say it like that. She's like, he's so cool. He is so cool, your dad. Such a hate. Such hate.
Because they're like, who's your dad? Why are you asking about my dad? I'm here. Let's
there are going to be not only just more hate,
somebody's a hater.
Inspired by it. It doesn't make a difference across the board.
So yeah, those episodes were better than I thought they would be.
It's going to be more. It's going to be because this
brutal,
fast, so huge, so huge, and so well accepted. You know, like people now just, oh, that's so cool.
With the iron
suit.
Riri?
Riri, oh yeah.
She was better as an animation than
There's a little dynamic with
it's total salsa night. The door next to it, there is St. John's Comics. We as a group were there one time because one of our people that we know was coming out with a Star Trek comic book done by IDW. So I'm there, we're having a good time, and I get up, and then I walk out because I just heard the salsa music. Oh, the whole other salsa again. You saw.
That's the one thing that's something. I might go back to look it up again and look things up and find out who is that character.
The introduction to the Thor was awesome.
Sad, but cool. Especially at the very end when he came back. I was like, whoa.
Which I'm surprised because he should have been able to take care of that.
was coming out with a comic and we just represented it. Nice. Yeah. And that's why I love that, because 30 years ago, like, he... Get him! Did you see his long life?
And then he took his hand off.
He escaped like in a state asylum. Like, are you okay?
Yeah, what
It's like, they start looking at you, so what's that? This. It's like, oh, he's giving you the finger.
No, I had that happen to me.
No, the craziest thing at that time.
Yeah, he's telling the kid online.
So he used the same sign to connect with people. This way, so they did it.
And I'm like,
They thought this kid is on the line. He's bullying you.
Said like this, and they did it like,
You're a damn rock guy. He's bullying you.
okay.
exactly.
That was so funny.
So it's that's the coolest thing that now it's so accepted and people recognize it. When I first put on a software uniform again, used to join my group, and I'm on the train and I'm sitting there, and the next thing I say, that be Star Trek, I'm on.
If he felt that he failed, if he felt that he failed, then the hammer wouldn't come.
Failure is something different.
In Inosuke, did you get to learn to?
For me, definitely Inosuke. I mean, that's like what really got me into this sport in the first place. Inosuke is certainly one of my biggest pride and joy cosplays. It helps that most of his cosplays like his body, which is one of the reasons that I couldn't touch the characters because I felt like he looked like me.
He's beefing me too.
That was funny in the whole.
I remember that conversation.
But that he got nervous when Captain America was almost there.
Captain America was
and wears it.
He felt it, but didn't push it.
Yeah.
Space characters are like fully like, oh, that's a man.
That was the look he had. But then at
You
the
have
end,
no idea. She seals that off, and underneath that, it's like
spectacular cheer moment that could ever be.
yeah,
I have my Mjolnir in my hand. I'm like, here, take.
And then of course, David Martinez, Latino anime character. I got my hair cut like him, so my hair is like still long on top.
Sit down.
Over time,
No, because I was with them. I'm like,
my David
no.
Martinez
I
cosplay.
got the hammer.
It's one of my, it's one of the cosplays I'm like most synonymous with.
That's there's so many. I'm like,
And whenever I put them on, I feel like I am.
when he finally got stormed.
See, I guess quick question: if you prefer a costume that's more not like wearing a mask, an anonymous cosplay versus actually plays out. If
Of
you
course,
had to
I
pick one.
was like, oh, he got it.
Like,
Because he can open the back
obviously you
door.
do
Boom.
both, but if you were like, if I could only really do one,
And Rocket Raccoon.
I probably would do with the anonymity. I like wearing that my face out, but at the same time, there's so many cool characters that you can do masks for, and there's so many different things that you can do with them, and creating them all these things. It's always so much fun to create suits and whatnot. So.
Groot got blown away.
I think it's hard because, again, it's, say this again, I'm a person that I like to see even when I am in cosplay, I could do an anime character.
But wouldn't Groot grow back again?
I'd be seeing my face, I say, no.
He's left
Yes.
That's why I said I had to
but
stick
if there's
with
nothing at all,
other than matters because I could
killed
be
the girl
more
back, and I
confident,
don't
more,
Unless he left the seedling.
cozy and be more action, type of thing, because
a piece was left.
at least people don't have to judge my face, because that's always the time, that's always my worst fear is like, oh, why he look like that, I don't want to be judged like that, so I said, you know what, put my arm, and
fan fiction.
people could just say, oh my god, you look so cool, I like that. So that's pretty much how. It's just all about the confidence, as it depends on the person too, so.
Groot's
But like cosplay, like anything else, is also I look at it as a confidence. Yeah, if you had trouble trying to be out in front of the light, and people looking at you and you're like going,
It takes a lot of confidence to wear cosplay. It takes a lot of gumption to be like, I'm wearing a costume today and walk out in public and then people looking at you. It takes a lot of doing. That's why they call me. That's why I'll wait till I get there and then change. Yeah, that's my reason. My people were like, obviously for that type of costume I would have waited, but like when we were doing like cosplays and I didn't know what to do. I remember like walking out and being like, what is wrong with you? Because like I had the cut up suit and they're like, what is that helmet?
I'm like, what? And then she shows me a picture. I'm like,
blink if you need help.
You failed to really give it the impact that it deserved. And then I finally see it, I'm like, oh, no, oh, hell no.
That's even fun at public wearing costume, people random stuff. I'm like, it's big.
And like they ask questions and stuff. Or just some random buddy over there. Like people like,
exactly. You'll get guys. You know where you're like, yes.
Okay, come on. That's right there, bro. Alien was.
Oh yeah. I can't wait till the second season.
When this one, I'm on a train heading towards Comic-Con, it's like,
but then the pet.
But they're looking at me like I'm a cop.
But bigger than a freaking Orion.
She wouldn't call it a pet. She would have been like, this is
my boy.
The child.
I'm just gonna call it her son.
Well, I wouldn't see too far off.
I wouldn't be surprised if next season she's like, this is my child.
Now, I want to know what's going to happen with the guy that was laying on the beach. The eye went in.
one of the funny things that happens to me is that they think I can't see them.
And where?
Their phone or something, and they'll be like taking a picture, and then I pose, and then they're like, oh. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, but he's gonna die.
Of course he is.
I thought he was gonna die initially.
Initially too.
Charles Richard. So during Comic-Con, I was walking out towards the escalators, and there was like two guys like following me. And they were like, "Oh,
this movie takes place between the first and the second movie.
Original
Aliens.
It takes place before.
And then he said something, and then my partner,
it's impossible.
Like he was yelling at him. I was like, no, you're never talking like that. So
I want to say
few months later,
the only reason I'm saying that it takes place
WWE.
between the one and
I'll be
two
following like
is because we were sent
one of them was at
to find
and I said,
in the second ship what was lost in the first one. It was the first ship. Right. So the second one we found it, and that's when we discovered it. Now, so I'm thinking that.
Can you look up Alien Earth?
No,
because Romulus
takes place before. Okay,
yeah, Romulus does, but not.
Alien Earth, right? Okay, Prometheus.
Alien content, you know. And so it's like, I mean, of course he's a fan, but I'm just saying, like, you know, like he's supposed to be an actor as well. He's a wrestler, so he's like
I'm pretty sure that's like
because this doesn't make sense if they came to Earth before we discovered them in space.
That's the thing. When they were in space,
No, I'm talking about the original Aliens movie.
Oh yeah, I also think Santa Claus is still
sorry.
It
is weird to see reactions of public, but most of them released with me are mostly just like positive, especially when I went to an anime convention, but in my Dominican style costume. I'm just like, probably get recognized that much. I was deeply surprised that I was not getting, you know, how many Dominicans were at the convention, and not only that, like getting showing love even outside of the con, because I
So Alien Earth takes place after the first one.
And then you just see mad people.
No, he just said it.
Alien Earth takes place in
so it's like
21.
2120.
Just seeing that
Alien is 2122.
So it's within a year. It is still beforehand. Still beforehand. Because remember, the Nostromo had already been sent out into space.
Who's a
and they woke
fan
up from
of what
hypersleep
these days?
thinking that they were being woken up to
Or who you touch with your cosplay, like might influence and like might see and be like,
and that's the planet
I had a guy who's a fan of Star Trek, right? Well, he says his kids and his wife, they hate it. He's the only one that loves it. So I'm at work, and it's Halloween day, and I came in my uniform, so I'm in the lunchroom, and people are like, oh, dude, and then one was another fan said,
all those years.
because my jacket was the symbolizing, where did you get the jacket from? I wanted to.
Cyborg.
On the day of 65, his family hated it, so I had an extra plaque.
I would love to
Because I used to
see
get from this company that showed the ships, and I got a
Xenomorph
plaque for the USS Discovery.
battle.
Those are the plaques that they put on every ship.
Creatures.
Right in the tradition, maritime tradition, a plaque is put on that ship showing the name, the time, and the year it was created. So I had that one for Discovery, and he was leaving, and I was like, he's gonna do to us. So I said, here, for you. And he's like, why? I mean, this is an older dude is like probably hitting the 60s, and I think he was gonna cry right now. It's like Christmas all over again. Opening up that special present.
It breaks the skin.
What? Thank you.
That's exactly what I was
Acid
going to say.
will
The
kill
acid
That's right. Yeah, seriously.
But one-on-one?
There's nothing wrong with being a
Now,
celebrity,
what
whether
about
it's Walking
the
Dead,
alien
Star Trek,
against the
Battlestar,
creature from Stranger Things?
Mandalorian, and even if you enjoy comic books like feature, Spider-Man, or if not, Miles Morales, or
Even
anime.
though for strength, both of them, I would say something like
Because he's literally pulling at her nose.
Remember, this fight was a
It's
very
so
dark
good.
environment. That was still relying on sound.
And then over here, you have the power.
This one,
You're
you
most
rely on
serious
sound and
of all
stuff.
because
If it's because he can still
the
see.
iteration and the idea of
Sees
it
you.
did transcend into other
And
things.
if multiple, like I said, same thing. Multiple
as
Gorgons
powerful as the
jump
Power Rangers
Xeno
did. And especially in that particular iteration
They're done
that
too.
dealt with
What about
and that outfit, I
Acid
changed it.
Body
Rest in peace.
Yeah, it's funny because
any of those creatures going against it, with the exception, I think.
thought
of
about it
one.
because
I
ever
don't
since
know whether or not
like I
they
said,
can
when
eat
I
that.
met Lily, I said, I want to do something like what she does. So
They
even though
excreted
I thought I
acid
did
that
Power
breaks that
Ranger,
all down and eat
Power
it up.
Ranger, I keep
You know
thinking
what, on that
about when
basis
Luis
right
Christmas
now,
said in one of the,
calling it,
I
I
don't know,
think Superman
the 90s episode when he said that this would be a Puerto Rican Power Ranger. And I knew this happened. And look
I
it
can
up.
see him trying to be like,
And he posted the video and
He
video
might
is
There was
Trump
Superman.
fight.
There is a Superman alien
okay, Puerto Rican Power Ranger.
comic book, yeah.
Into Puerto Rican Power
And one of the
Ranger.
greatest stories I've ever read was
I didn't get to
even
meet
with,
him, but hoping one day he
it's
sees me.
basically they
get a picture
switched
together,
where
say, hey, I'm
Batman
here.
was
I'm
raised
here.
by
I remember meeting
the
Jason.
case.
That honest, and this was like the last time after when things happened, and I remember being with a big apple cart.
And they show him.
That would be a dangerous
They show him at the end.
He's sitting
potential
there,
bad guy right
and
there.
it was funny.
Superman
He's
was
on the
raised by a
front
real
row.
family and
His
had
dad, he has his daughter.
powers
She's
and his
like
abilities. Like, yeah, that.
so
Yeah,
cute.
yeah. Batman
So
was
cute.
raised by
And
the
she was
yeah.
dressed as the Pink
Speeding
Ranger.
Bullet. It was
She's sitting there. She's so excited.
Speeding Bullet was one of the
All of
greatest
that,
stories.
one thing she had to make sure that stays in there is the hair.
And on the harem note, we're gonna go into commercial break.
So she's sitting there, she's looking, he's just catching her. And he says,
we'll be right
We'll
back.
find out. I'm gonna get more application for his head.
and she just came all the way around. He sat right next. He sat right next to her. So those two that he put to the side, he signed with
To the
each other.
zone where
Puts her
geeks
in with
collide,
the
where comics and
She's like-
heroes come alive.
She like doing herself, and she's like, she went right back to her dad, and she's like,
Lightsabers flash when
that was just like, but that's what's so great about that moment. That little one is gonna continue cosplay. Those are idols that she loves.
Right, and like as adults, like we see ourselves in that little kid too. Like we're doing like little people